Welcome to the Bertch Bath Essentials webinar. We're excited for you to join us today. Let's go ahead and get started. So to start off, you're going to see this pie chart with this kind of the 6 main factors that set Bertch Bath apart from others in the industry. The top one is made in the USA. We're going to talk more in detail about each one of these features as we go along. The second one is short lead times. Our bath lead times, we have a quick turnaround of 4 to 6 weeks. So that's a great lead time for bath projects if you want to get those out, especially comparing to a kitchen project timeline. Our bath line is style driven. That means door styles, finishes, and we're going to talk about each one of those parts and pieces that goes into that bathroom style. The premium construction, we have no upgrades or downgrades. We offer a premium construction cabinet every time, which is great value for your customers. We have the easy quoting and ordering system with our bath online ordering, which we are going to go through at the end of today. And Bertch Bath is an industry leader in this segment. So in the bath only sales for cabinets, we are an industry leader. These logos up here represent just, I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with these companies, some might not be, but these represent companies that almost exclusively work in the bathroom spaces. I know some of them dabble in the kitchen spaces as well, but these companies are very successful dealing in mostly just the bathrooms. So it just kind of goes to show you, if you are a kitchen dealer and you're thinking about bringing on the Bertch Bath line, really consider it and get it in your showroom, because it is a great support system for being a kitchen designer. Having that Bertch Bath product in your showrooms, quick turnaround. How many times can you turn around a bathroom project in the same amount of time as it takes you to sell one kitchen job? So bathroom sales are much quicker closed sales. You can pick out the whole vanity ensemble and things like that in usually one meeting, whereas a kitchen sale takes you a lot more meetings. There's a lot more back and forth, a lot more accessories and design time goes into a kitchen, whereas a bathroom is quick close sales. So these kind of just are that reminder to get Bertch Bath into your showrooms so you can make those sales. So why else does Bertch Bath stand out to any other bath only line? Again, I'm going to highlight that made in the USA. Consumers and homeowners out there today are searching. They're Googling for American-made products. They want American-made products in their home, and they care about where they, purchase their products. So Bertch Bath is going to fit that bill. If they search for American-made cabinetry or American-made vanities, they are going to find Bertch Bath, and then they're going to find you as a dealer. We also have our wonderful dealer service department. That is a live person that's answering your phone calls, your emails. There's no such thing as a silly question. They are a wealth of knowledge in the dealer service department. So they are your best friends when it comes to any questions on Bertch Bath. We also deliver on our own trucks, which is a great peace of mind for you guys and your customers. We get our products delivered on time, and most importantly, without any damages. So when we give you your lead times on Infonet, which is our dealer site, when we give you our lead times, we actually stick true to those. So you know exactly when those cabinets are going to be delivered, and they're also going to be delivered safely on our air ride trucks and trailers. So here's just going to be a snapshot of the whole Bertch Bath program. If you're following along in your catalogs, Bertch Bath has a smaller binder with the catalog, but within that catalog there is so much great stuff. So there's 3 distinct series that we're going to talk about today: Classic, Furniture, and Linnea. There's 25 door styles overall. There's 9 wood species available with 28 finishes in either matte or semi-gloss sheen. There's 8 foil colors for that more contemporary look. There's a vintage wood trait, which is kind of a distressing package. Every cabinet has finished ends, so no need like a kitchen where you have to specify finished left or finished right. You don't even have to worry if your cabinet end is exposed. It's always going to be finished. You do have the choice of hardware. So we offer hardware is included, and it can be pre-drilled if you choose that option. We also have several cast polymer and quartz vanity tops to choose from. So with that, there's thousands of possible combinations of wood species, finishes, door styles that you can create that perfect look for your customers. No other company can give you that amount of variety, especially in this type of selling guide. And Birch Bath is easy to get into. So you have the ease of online quoting and ordering. In a matter of minutes, you can do this right alongside your customers while you're in the showroom, or you can do it after the fact. We're going to walk through that bath online ordering system, and it's a great tool to use for you guys. We also have the ease of designing with 2020. So if you use 2020 or Pro Kitchen, we do have our bath catalogs right in there. So if you're designing that nice master bathroom and trying to create those visuals for your customer, you can use those design catalogs. We also have the ease of showing all the options available with the Bath Selection Center. So that Bath Selection Center, it includes all the door samples in different finishes. It includes all the wood sample chips and the foil sample chips, as well as all of the Oasis, Vanity, and Quartz tops. So the first series we're going to talk about today is the Classic Series. The Classic Series is kind of that first tab section in your catalog. It represents about 75% of Birch Bath sales. It's a traditional or transitional styling, so there's several different door styles that fall into this Classic Series. It's a face frame construction. And when we say premium construction every time, what does that mean exactly? So looking at the construction of our vanities, we have a 3/4 inch plywood cabinet side. Okay, and it's going to be a finished veneer exterior. Like I mentioned, every side of the cabinet is finished on the exterior. And the interior is actually going to be a birch veneer interior. So you're going to get a nice natural wood interior box as well as the veneer on the exterior. All the drawer boxes are hardwood dovetail drawer boxes. They have full extension drawer glides as well as that soft close feature. And then all the hinges are going to be soft close hinges as well. Toe kicks are automatically going to be attached to the vanity and come ready to go. So each vanity out of the box has a toe kick, finished sides, and it is ready to be installed. So 18 of those 25 door styles fall into this Classic Series. So like I mentioned, most of the door styles are going to fall into this category. They're specialized or they're categorized as either profile specific or architectural style. So these ones up here are going to be your profile specific, and that's pretty self-explanatory. It's going to refer to the inside and outside profile of the door style. So unlike a kitchen line, you can't change the outside edge profiles or things like that, but these door styles represent the profile specific. And what that means is when you kind of look at the finishing products for a framed mirror or a wall cabinet and things like that, everything is going to match. So when you're looking at a framed mirror and you talk about that Marcus door style right there, you're going to switch out that wood panel and you get a mirror there. So the mirror is actually going to really nicely match exactly to the door style. So that's kind of what that profile specific means. We have 10 full overlay door styles and 2 standard overlay styles in the Classic Series. So the 2 standard overlay there you see are the Northbrook and Quebec. Standard overlay means you see a little bit more of that face frame in the cabinet. So if you need a little built-in filler, a little extra reveal space on your cabinet, you would want to do that standard overlay. But most of the other door styles are going to be that full overlay. They're fully overlaying the face frame. We also have 2 inset door styles, Alden and Kingston. So a shaker inset and then kind of a more decorative with those louvered look. And then, like I said, we have 4 architectural door styles. So architectural door styles, as you'll see here, they're kind of pre-designed to be more of that traditional furniture styling, but at a very competitive price point. So to get that same look in a kitchen line, you're going to be adding a lot of, custom frame arrangements. You're going to be adding moldings and trims to get this look. But we already have these pre-designed architectural styles in Birch Bath. So whether it's architectural or profile specific, or inset, you have a style that's going to fit any customer's needs. I do want to mention, just before I switch off of these architectural styles, you'll notice the column details. Those are going to be on both sides of every vanity. So when you order a vanity sink base that's just got 2 drawers, and you're going to do a sink or a drawer bank in between, and then another vanity sink base, you are going to have kind of that double column effect. So just be aware of that. And it's also going to duplicate on any like linen cabinets or medicine cabinets. You're going to have that column detail on both sides. So speaking of, if you're ganging cabinets together like that to create a larger vanity, we have a couple comparable door styles that work together, coordinating. Brooklyn and Taylor. So I'm going to flip back a couple slides here. So the Brooklyn door style and Taylor door style, those have a nice counterpart that go with Harper and Melrose. So you'll see there the Brooklyn would pair nicely with Harper. All the reveals are going to line up and match. So if you had a Brooklyn vanity sink base, you'd put a Harper drawer bank in between, and then another Brooklyn sink base. Then you could have just those column details on the sink bases and more highlight that. So that's just kind of a little tip and trick using the architectural door styles. We have a couple more kind of designer FYIs with some of the door styles. So a couple unique door styles here is the Osage and Centennial. Centennial is the one on the left, that white door style, and then Osage is one of our most popular shaker door styles, shown there on the right. So both of those door styles are intentionally designed to have that slab header with the 5-piece drawer fronts. So if you take a look at both of these images, you'll see anything below that header line is going to have the 5-piece drawers, but anything that lines up with that header or the false sink front is going to be a slab. That's just to create that nice consistent line, because those 2 door styles, they're designed specifically to have that slab false front, but with the 5-piece drawer fronts, anything below that. Another design FYI is for our craftwood door style. So craftwood is actually our only door style with raised panel drawer fronts. Okay, so when you have those raised panel drawer fronts, if it's a 3 drawer underneath that header line or any 4 drawer stack, it's going to change to a flat panel. Essentially, when that panel gets so small and skinny, there's not enough room to mount the hardware. So that's where you're going to see that switch to a flat panel. So just like you're going to see in the image on the right side there, you're going to see that top drawer, everything that lines up with that header is a flat panel. The bottom 2 drawers there are a raised panel in the drawer front. But it just allows for that hardware proper placement. It would look very odd with a really tiny, skinny raised panel in those drawers. And then our last little designer FYI, and this is listed right in the catalog, but Riverside door style is very popular. It's our slab veneer door style. It's becoming more popular in solid colors as well, so our painted finishes. But the only wood species that we're going to paint is oak. Anything else is actually going to switch automatically to our paintable species, and that's going to be an HDF high density fiberboard material. So that is going to create the best possible look for that painted finish. So it's going to switch automatically to that paintable species. But Riverside, if you want it painted in oak, we know that's kind of the desired look there, so we will paint that. But anything else is going to switch automatically to that HDF. And then also, we're going to see the finishes in a minute, but Fossil is one of our glaze finishes that has more of an accent or highlight glaze, as you'll see in that photo there. And it's not available on Riverside simply because it's not going to show up. It's not an overall wiped glaze. So that is a not available combination. So going through the wood species available, we have 8 wood species available in the Classic series. Alder, birch, hickory, oak, paintable, and rustic alder are all going to fall into the same price column. So if you are kind of flipping through your catalog and your price book, you're going to see all those wood species fall into the same price, which is great for your customers who are indecisive, or they're deciding between, a paintable and a hickory or something like that. it's all the same price point, so they don't have to worry about, oh, which one is more expensive. Where you do have a different price column is going to be cherry. They have their own price column, and walnut has its own price column. So cherry and walnut have a higher price point. And paintable, just kind of highlight paintable species, since that is a new species for us. It is a combination of HDF, like I mentioned on the Riverside, HDF or hard maple for the best possible painted surface. So anytime you're going to order a painted finish, you're going to want to order that paintable species. It's going to give you that best smooth, stable finish without that wood grain telegraphing through. We have 14 stains available. So these sample chips are all shown on birch wood, but in your sample chips, if you get the kit or if you have the selection center, you're going to have these colors on multiple species so you can kind of see the differences. We also offer 9 solid colors, so that's kind of our painted finishes. So those 9 solid colors, and then we have the 5 glaze finishes. So the glaze finishes, that bistro color, that's a dawn glaze with, or excuse me, a dawn stain with black glaze. Fossil is going to be a white paint with gray glaze, that special accent glaze that I mentioned. Ivory is white with brown glaze. Java is going to be a toffee stain with brown glaze, and pistachio is sage with black. So these 5 glaze colors, they are a package deal. You can't order them with mixing and matching. You can't order pistachio glaze on loft solid color, for example. It is pistachio is sage with black every single time. So that's kind of that. Some of those ways that we can create the efficiencies in our birch bath plant. So the value that you get out of these being at the price points that they are is because they are not custom colors and they are set with great style-driven colors in mind. And something else I want to point out on price columns, if you are looking in that price book, stains and paints are the same price. So any stains on those top row wood species and any solid colors, those are all going to be in the same price column. You're going to have a separate price column for those glaze finishes because it's the extra step. But again here, when you have those indecisive customers that are like, oh, I know a paint is going to cost more, isn't it? Nope, it doesn't. It costs the same as any of the stains. So it makes those price objections working with your customers very easy to get over. Now we're going to talk about sizes. So we've talked about all the door styles and all the finishes in classic. The big box stores, if you have your customer that's like, I'm going to just go to the big box store and get my vanity, they're going to have kind of a select few sizes. They're going to have most common, the 24s, 30s, 36s, 48s, but nothing really outside of that usually, unless it's a complete special order. Other import lines are going to have even less of a selection and less diversity of style. So they're going to have maybe a few more size options or configurations, but they're going to have all those in one finish and one door style. So you're going to have less diversity of style than you get with birch bath. This slide is going to show you all of the sizes that are standard within the program. So we know we don't have any modifications. You can't do size adjustments here without using fillers. But we offer 3-inch sizing increments all the way up to 48, and then we go to 6-inch increments all the way to 72. So we do offer a one-piece 72-inch vanity. That is great when you're looking at those master bathrooms with those larger, you've got 2 large vanities on each side of the room or something like that. We have those larger vanities already built into the catalog. You don't need to, compare or gang multiple cabinets together. Standard depth is going to be 21 inches for all of our vanities, but we do offer everything in 18-inch deep as well. So all you need to do there is specify that 18 deep on the end of the nomenclature. We offer every single one of these in 18 deep, but the standard is 21. We also offer 2 standard heights in most of our vanity SKUs. So it was common for many years that there was only one vanity height, and that was the 31-inch high vanity. That is still kind of going to be our standard nomenclature in the catalog, but anything with a T behind it is going to refer to the tall height. So that's kind of the new industry standard for the past several years, is that kitchen counter height, 34.5 inches. So in the catalog, again, that's going to be indicated with a T behind the nomenclature. You're going to see two nomenclatures, like a VTR 24 and a VTR 24T. That means it's 34.5 inches tall. All of our cabinets have that 4.5 inch toe kick space. And then we do offer wood legs that fit in that space, or we also offer 6-inch wood legs. So when you think about those options, if you have a customer that's maybe very, very tall and they're saying, hey, do you have anything taller than a 34.5 inch? Well, I can get you another 1.5 inches by adding that 6-inch wood leg. So there is some play in adding and creating some different heights, as well as think about the vanity top that's going on that sink as well. Now I'm going to go through some of the configurations just so you can kind of see what styles are actually in the catalog. We have several different SKUs within all of those sizes. And again, everything is available in any of those door styles, any of the woods, any of the paints or stains. We offer the 3-drawer series. So that's going to be 3 drawers underneath that header. I do want to note these are going to be available only in the tall, the 34.5 inch, just to get those drawers that function underneath the header space. We also offer 2-drawer series, and these can be ordered in drawers left or drawers right, like you're seeing here. We offer full height doors. So if you're kind of creating your own ensemble and you're going to create, you want that full height door look with some drawer stacks on either side, you can do that. We've got vanity reverses, which is going to be a functional drawer on the bottom and the doors are on the top. So it's kind of just a reverse of a standard vanity. We have dresser vanities. These are going to have, it looks like 3 drawers. That top one is going to be non-functional. It's going to be stationary. The bottom 2 are going to be automatically, they're going to come with a plumbing drawer, so a U-shaped plumbing drawer. But if you want those to be just a standard drawer box, you can sub those out at no charge. You just have to specify when ordering. We also offer corner vanities. So these are kind of a unique little item here. If you have those under the stair bathrooms or those smaller spaces where you need a small corner vanity, we do offer this one style. It's 24 by 24. We also have the medicine cabinet in the top that fits on those very nicely. We also have drawer stacks. So like I said, if you're building a nice ensemble for your customers and you're going to create kind of a staggered look or any kind of unique color combination, you can do that using those drawer stacks. We also offer some interior stuff like the vanity hampers. We'll talk more about accessories in a couple minutes here. We also offer linen cabinets in several different sizes. So many bathrooms have the space for a linen cabinet in some sort of fashion to, house your towels, your larger bathroom items. For years, Bertch only had the 18s and 24s, but now we offer 15 wide through 36-inch widths. So we have all the different widths you would need for the linen cabinets. We also offer the 3 depths. So we have 21, 18, and 12 inches deep. And then most recently, we added the 2 additional heights. So we have 84 and we added the 90 and 96. It's been a couple years now, but most recently we added those. We know you were requesting those taller heights. So there's several different configurations of linen cabinets. There's kind of that standard look that you're probably used to with the larger doors on bottom and smaller doors on top. There's the reverse of that, the reverse with a hamper. And then we also have the drawer bases down there. And on those, any of those with that bottom section, you'll notice there's 2 different dimension callouts. Those are so if you are ordering a vanity sink base that's going to butt up right next to this linen cabinet, and you ordered it you ordered the 34.5-inch tall vanity, you're going to want to order the same linen cabinet. So you're going to want to order that linen cabinet with the T behind the nomenclature. It's one of the most common mistakes that happen, especially with new dealers, is they forget to order the linen cabinet with the T if it's going to go right next to the vanity. So we do try to catch that in our customer service department, but that is what that means when you see those two different linen cabinet SKUs. We also offer several different wall cabinet options. There's 5 common widths. There's 15, 18, 24, 30, and 36. And then there's common and some uncommon depths available. There's 6-inch deep, 9-inch, or 12-inch. And then that wall 2 drawer on the end there, that's available in 48, 54, and 60-inch heights. So we've got the 3 heights there. They give you more linen storage without taking up more floor space. So if you're going to put that in lieu of a linen cabinet on your counter, you have that in 3 different height options. So now we're going to talk about crown tops, ways to kind of dress up the cabinets. Remember those 4 architectural door styles. Those are automatically going to come with crown tops on any of the mirrors, linen cabinets, medicine cabinets, and wall cabinets. So anytime you're ordering one of those architectural door styles, that is going to have crown automatically. And it's listed right in the catalog as reminders. But since they automatically come with that crown, make sure you account it adds 1.5 inches to the height, the overall height, and 2 inches to the width. So if you're ordering a mirror, let's say, and in the catalog it's listed as a 30-inch wide mirror, the true, crown to crown measurement is going to be 32 inches. So again, like I said, it's mentioned everywhere in the catalog when you're ordering that to make sure. But if you're trying to fit it into a snug 30-inch space, it will not work with that 2 extra inches of width. So not only just the architectural styles, but you can get crown with any of the door styles. So any of the profile specific door styles, you can add a crown top to any of those linen cabinets or medicine cabinets. You would just order it as a crown top or loose crown if you want to wrap it around on your own. But those crown tops are nice because they come already pre-installed, and then you can just drop them right on top of that linen cabinet and screw them into place. So they will ship loose in a box, but they will be ready to install. There's 3 different styles of crown to choose from. There's beveled, cove, and traditional. And when you have your selection center, that selling tower, those accessory boards are located in that bottom drawer. So it's going to have all your crown styles. The next several slides are going to cover the bath cabinet enhancements that can be added to your vanities. So like I said, we don't offer modifications, we don't offer size, increases or dimension changes, but we do have some built into the catalog accessories or mods, if you will, that can kind of enhance those bathroom vanities. The first one we're going to talk about is paneled end. Paneled end is an integrated panel into the cabinet side. So it basically turns that plywood side into a panel. It looks like your door style panel. It's important to know that these are only available in mortise and tenon construction. So this Portland door style, which you're seeing here, this is a mortise and tenon door style. So you see that profile detail carry over on the side of the cabinet when you order that paneled end. It's a great finished look. Looks like it's a nice furniture piece that way. If you had a mitered door style, you would actually want to order something. My next slide is a custom sized door. Because if you order a mitered door style with a paneled end, it's just going to be square on the side. So it's not going to have that profile detail that matches, and that might be the desired look for you or your customer. But just so you're aware, any mitered door styles, it's going to be a mortise and tenon construction on that side paneled end. So that's where I said you would want to use a custom sized door to kind of create that furniture look on any of the mitered door styles. But we also offer these custom sized doors. You can order, you'll see the mins and maxes there. These are great for linen cabinets that are built into the wall if you're just kind of replacing something that's already a built-in for that customer, or a laundry chute is another common example of where you're getting a custom sized door. Toe kicks. Now we're going to talk about the toe kicks. I mentioned when I talked about the premium construction that toe kicks are automatically attached and included with every vanity. So you'll see here, if you're doing a color combination, each vanity is going to have its own toe kick. If you want to eliminate the seams, if you're ordering all of these cabinets are going to be in driftwood, let's say, and you don't like that seam in between your two cabinets on the toe kick space, you can absolutely order just lengths of 96-inch lengths of toe kick and either attach it right on top of the existing, or you can pry the toe kicks off and then install the toe kick. So we do have toe kick available to purchase as well. We also offer an arched base accent. So this is kind of just a decorative toe look. This is a loose piece, so this will actually just slide into place. It is designed to fit the cabinet width, and then it returns back about 4.5 inches. So it just covers the toe kick depth there, but it is a loose piece. So, I mean, you can attach it when you're doing the install, but it's a nice way to leave it loose so you can slide that out and clean behind there, or the homeowner can clean behind there and then put it back into place. We also offer the wood and metal legs. And as I mentioned when talking about the heights, you can create some different heights using these leg options. The top row is going to be our 4.5-inch wood legs. Those fit right under the toe kick space. We also offer the 6-inch wood legs, that's the bottom row, and we do have one metal leg. It's a 5 1/16-inch high metal leg. So you can order any of those 4.5 inches, those legs attached to the vanity. So it'll come, again, ready to install right out of the box. If you order that WL01 installed in the cabinet, it'll come with 4 legs or more if you have a really large vanity, and it'll come installed so you can just open that cabinet and install it into your homeowner's space. You can also order split leg pairs if you want to keep the toe kick look but kind of create a decorative like bun foot on the cabinets, or hide those toe kick seams or something like that. You can order the split leg pairs. We also offer tub aprons. So I know kind of most people, it seems like, are getting away from the built-in tubs and things like that, but when they still do have those applications and they want that Whirlpool tub built in, you can get the tub apron to match the vanity style. We do offer floating shelves as well. That's a very common look in the bathroom and all spaces of the home, really. But floating shelves are available, and those are 12 inches deep. They're 2 3/4 thick. And then there's 5 different widths. So there's 24, 30, 36, 42, and 48-inch widths available. We also offer some in-cabinet accessories like the undersink pullout. It's going to be that nice U-shaped roll tray that's ready to go around the plumbing. We have a hair appliance organizer. This has nice little black metal inserts. Those can be removed, but they can house those still warm appliances. So if you've got, your curling irons, your straighteners, and things like that, you can safely put those away while they are still cooling off. We also have this undersink caddy. So this has a removable basket. You can actually slide that out, and then that clear handle on the top is so that tray can be removed to take, for cleaning products or whatever you're going to store in that. Then we offer this nice vanity pull-out organizer. This is only going to fit in tall height vanities. It is a little bit taller than some of the other accessories, so that's only going to fit in the tall height vanities, but it's got these 6 plastic removable bins. They're held in there by little magnetic strips, so they're not going to fall out like every time you slide that back into your cabinet, but they're really easy to remove. So for those small bathroom accessories, a great way to keep everything organized. Then we also offer the concealed drawers or roll trays, but these are going to be attached to a shelf. So in a linen cabinet, for example, the first concealed drawer is going to be mounted to the floor of the cabinet, and then any additional are going to be mounted to the adjustable shelves. So you'll see kind of in the pictures here, you can see where those shelves are, and they are attached so that way the roll trays are adjustable as well. And then there's little hold down locking brackets in the back or locking clips in the back that those shelves aren't going to tip out anytime you have that roll tray all the way extended. There's also several different moldings and trim available to kind of finish out that bathroom. So we offer the base trim, crown, like I mentioned, fillers, outside corner, scribe, shoe. So there's several different moldings available as well. So that kind of wraps up the classic series. Like I mentioned, that is the bulk of the bath product line and the bulk of the sales. There's so much in that classic series. But the next series is going to be our furniture series. So it's a little bit more self-explanatory. Furniture series means more of a furniture piece or furniture style. So these styles, we have Avery and Interlude. They are designed to be kind of those standalone decorative pieces. All SKUs in this section are door style specific. So if you're following along in your catalog, you're going to flip through the furniture styles. You're going to go through and see everything is Avery in the first few pages, and then everything is the Interlude style in the next few pages. So the SKU offering, it's more condensed than the classic series, but it's much broader than other import or furniture vanity lines. We offer the same premium construction and pieces. All these pieces have nice furniture ends. So you'll see even that molding detail and the base trim wraps around the cabinet on the Avery style. So it is designed to be a truly standalone piece. If you do need to slide it up against the wall, you can. I've seen some of our dealers kind of retrofit a filler to fit in that and make it snug. But these are designed to be kind of standalone pieces and not gang together. Avery, you'll see, is kind of that inset style, and it's available in 34.5-inch tall only. And then Interlude, it's available in 34.5-inch tall, but also there are some SKUs that are available in 31 high or even 28 high. We have a couple SKUs that are available in a signature height there. But you'll see Interlude has got those solid wood legs, a great style that's very popular right now. The wood species available, all the same wood species as the classic, with the addition of that quarter sawn oak. So quarter sawn oak is available in just these two styles in the furniture section. It is quarter sawn red oak, just like our regular oak is also red oak. All of the same finishes are available, so those 14 stains as well as the 9 solid colors and 5 glazes, those are available in any of those wood species. And then we do offer acrylic frosted door inserts. Those are going to be available in 2 different door styles. The furniture style Interlude, which you're going to see in that tower, that linen tower there, that's the Interlude, as well as the classic door style Osage. So Osage is what's showing in the vanity. Those 2 door styles, you can order these acrylic frosted door inserts. Their pricing information is on page 1 of the spec book actually, and it's 151 list per panel. So that's going to be like, if you see that linen cabinet there, that's 4 panels. So each one of those counts as a panel. It's not per door. And that wraps up furniture. So like I said, classic is the bulk. Furniture is more self-explanatory. It's those furniture styles. Now we're going to be in that third series, which is Linnea series. Linnea is our contemporary frameless construction. But we also offer the premium construction here. In frameless cabinetry, it is more common to use furniture board construction. So we're going to be using a 3/4 furniture board box. It's got doweled and glued joints, so very good construction here. The drawer box is the same, so it's a dovetail hardwood drawer box with full extension, soft close drawer glides, as well as the soft close hinges. The hinges look a little different because it's a frameless cabinet, but it still offers that same slow close premium hinge. There's two wood door styles that cross over from the classic series. So Osage and Riverside are two door styles. They're the only two wood door style options in Linnea in the frameless line. The interior of these, so if you order any of these two door styles, the interior will be a birch veneer finished in the same finish as the exterior. So essentially it's going to be a finished interior, but it's not going to be species specific. So if you ordered a, walnut vanity in dawn stain, you're going to have the interior be a birch dawn color. So the color is going to match, but the species is not in these two door styles. Speaking of wood species, so in these two door styles, you can get any of those same wood species as the classic series, minus that rustic alder. So that's the only one that dropped off. But again, all the same finishes available. So all the same stains and solid colors and glazes. And in Linnea, we offer the 3 foil door styles. So again, more contemporary line. With the frameless, we offer Joss is our slab door style, Ridley's our shaker, and Sullivan is what we refer to as that skinny shaker. You'll notice Ridley and Sullivan are only going to be available in the solid color foils, where Joss has a few more options. They have some textured foils as well. The backs of these doors are going to be matching or complementary to the foil on the front. So the 4 textured wood grain foils are on the top row there, and then we have the 4 solid matte foils on the bottom. Again, Joss, that slab door is available in any of these finishes, and then the Sullivan and Ridley door styles are going to be available in just those solid, that bottom row there. Just like the classic series, Linnea has several different vanity SKUs. They've got linen cabinets, hamper bases, desk drawers, all the SKU items you would need. It's more common in frameless to kind of create your own ensemble. So the photo here shows, 5 different cabinets. It's got 3 drawer stacks and then the 2 vanity sink bases with the full height doors. And unique to the Linnea series, which is very popular these days, is kind of that wall mount cabinet look. So we do have the wall mount bath cabinets in Linnea only. There's different components to build your vanity how you would want. So we've got the vanity sink SKUs, we've got vanity sinks, with full height doors and things like that. Then we also have those side components with single doors, we've got drawers, we've got open shelving. So several different configurations to kind of create a very unique look. Everything is going to be 19 7/8 high for those wall mounts, and then you can mount it at whatever height your customer desires. Those sink bases, we've got 24 through 36-inch widths, and then the side components are 12 through 24 widths. We do offer the wall mount linen cabinets like you'll see on the ends here. Those come in either 12, 15, 18, and 24-inch widths. So because of the height, or not the height, excuse me, because of the weight of those wall mount cabinets, if you need anything wider than those sizes, that's where you're going to start building cabinets, building your ensemble together. These are all going to come with wall mount brackets already installed, and then you're going to need to follow the mounting instructions to properly mount them to either studs or blocking in the walls to make sure they're properly mounted. And you can get those instructions on Infonet beforehand, so your contractor can be ready to go with that blocking attached already in the wall. Another cabinet I'm going to highlight is the Universal Vanity Sink Wall Mount Cabinet. That's going to be available just in the Linnea series. It's available in any of the wood or foil finishes though. It is that cabinet in the center there. So when it's properly mounted at the correct height, it will meet accessible guidelines. It's another wall mount cabinet. It's 24 high overall. It's got a removable access panel to get to the plumbing and make it easier to install. It's 24 high, like I mentioned, and there's several different widths. So there's 24, 30, 33, and 36-inch widths. We also offer this mid-century modern vanity leg base. So we know that style is very popular these days. It's everywhere. We offer this vanity leg base that can go with our wall mount vanity cabinets, and it creates a great signature look. So I'd highly recommend putting these on your showroom floor as a display, just even if it's an eye catcher for your customers to stop and say, oh, this is really pretty. I don't want this style in my bathroom, but what else do you have to show me? Um, it's available in 30, 36, and 48 widths, so 3 different widths overall. There's 2 different heights that kind of match up with a standard and tall height vanity, so 11 or 14 and a half, and then 21 and 18-inch depths are available. And now we have the next catalog section that we're going to go through is the mirrors, medicine cabinets, and tri-views. So we have a section now that you'll find all of those cabinets where you're going to finish off that bathroom with that mirror, medicine cabinet, or tri-view. The first page of that section is going to explain the differences between the architectural styles, profile specific styles, and freestyle or universal. So again, it's reminding you here on the architectural styles where it's going to add that crown, height, and width. And then the profile specific, it's going to match your door style exactly. Freestyle is just kind of a squared universal frame. So medicine cabinets, we offer several different frameless and framed options for medicine cabinets and tri-views. The architectural styles, again, like I said, it's going to include those column details as well as the crown top. That crown top, again, adds 1.5 inches to the height and 2 inches to the width of the mirror or medicine cabinet. We offer tri-views all the way from 28-inch wide to 60-inch wide. So when you have those larger vanities and your customer wants a larger tri-view to go above that, we offer all the way through 60-inch. And then remember that diagonal corner vanity, we also make that diagonal corner medicine cabinet to go with that as well. So you don't have to find something or build something unique. We have that as well. And like I talked about earlier with the profile specific door styles, we have a distinct style of framed mirror to match each one of our door styles. So that one in the center there, that's our Marcus framed mirror that's going to match the Marcus door style. Then we have several different frameless mirrors that are going to have a nice 1-inch bevel. So the arch detail, we've got just the nice square. We have several different sizes available in the frameless mirrors. And then we also offer custom framed mirrors. So the tall full height mirror on the left side represents a custom framed mirror that you can order. We have width minimums is 16 and it goes up to a width of 60-inch max. And the height minimums is a height of 18 all the way up to 60 again. So you can create a very large mirror if you want. You can create those nice floor length mirrors. And this is showing a nice universal freestyle. We also offer a couple unique mirrors here. The one on the left is the round mirror with square frame. Very interesting and unique name. And then the mirror on the right is our contemporary mirror. So it only has the frame parts on the verticals. These 2 styles can be ordered in any of the woods or foils. So if your customer has a foil vanity and they're wanting some foil to show up on the mirrors, they would need to use one of these 2 styles. They're the only 2 that can be created with any of the foil product on the mirror. And a bathroom, kind of the finishing touches on that bathroom is the hardware. So I mentioned hardware is included at no charge. There is a default hardware of a certain knob. Most are going to default to that satin nickel pull, but you can choose any of the knobs at no additional charge. There is an extra charge if you're going to switch from a knob to a bar pull. The only one that defaults to that bar pull is going to be that interlude furniture style. That's going to automatically default to that bar pull, but anything else you can order the same finish as your faucet in your hardware for no charge. We will drill for hardware if specified. So the placement on that, if you order it If you look at the banner at the bottom of your screen, you'll see kind of the door placement. It's in that top, you know, right hand position or left hand position, depending on how the door hinges. And then in the drawer box, it is directly center. So if you do want us to drill for hardware, we will. We will not drill for the poles. And I highly recommend actually just leaving it as default, no drill, because it avoids mistakes when your customer comes to you at the last minute with hardware they just purchased and they're like, oh, can we use these instead of the knobs that I got? And you're like, ooh, but I already drilled for the knobs. So I would highly recommend just avoiding and keeping it as a no drill, just in case you have those customers who change their mind at the last minute. Okay, and we're to our break spot now. So I do have some countdown slides. We're going to be back in 15 minutes, so I'll get those going in a second here, but take a 15-minute break and then we'll regroup back here in a little bit and go through the rest of Bath as well as Bath online ordering. Okay, welcome back. So we're going to keep on going through the Bertch Bath program, which our next stop is going to be our Oasis and Quartz vanity tops. So a bathroom wouldn't be complete without the vanity top to go along with it. Our Oasis section has our full line of cast polymer vanity tops, as well as our quartz top offering. A couple years ago, we added quartz vanity tops to our bath program. And most recently, we added 4 new quartz colors. So we now offer 6 great color options. The vanity top includes a loose backsplash and an undermount Kohler sink bowl. There's 7 common widths available for single or double bowls. So you're going to have basically everything you need for that vanity top, aside from the loose splash, is going to ship separate. And you can install that on the vanity. Then we have our Oasis product. So what Bertch offers is kind of our cast polymer. Our Oasis product is cast polymer cultured marble, one and the same there. We offer standard configured vanity tops. We offer custom configured vanity tops, as well as custom wall shower panels and custom sills. So we'll talk about each one of those as we go through the Oasis line. As of November 1st, we introduced 9 new faux granite colors. So we'd been kind of missing some of those great whites, blacks, and grays. We now offer those in some of our new colors. And there's kind of the 3 new white colors, the 2 new black colors, and 4 new gray colors that are great additions to the color palette. But looking at our full color lineup, we have 24 great colors. 21 of those are going to be the faux granites, and then 2 marble colors and 1 solid color white. So faux granite, it's a very thin layer of the same material used in solid surface. So it's polyester chips and polyester resin. And then solid color finish has that solid color gel coat that it's approximately 8-inch thick. So if you've ever been to Bertch and went on the product tours, we actually take you through our Oasis plant as well, and where you get to see these cultured marble cast polymer tops be made. So we're going to talk about standard tops first, and when I talk about standard tops, I mean a more limited selection. So there's 3 bowl choices with our standard tops, and there's several standard widths. They're designed for a 1/2-inch overhang on each side of the vanity, or a 1-inch side or a 1-inch overhang if it's pushed up against a wall. So if you've got the cabinet pushed against the wall and the top pushed against the wall, you'd have a 1-inch overhang against that side there. All of the tops are going to be 3/4 inch thick, and then they have an integral backsplash, so it's all a molded bowl and a molded backsplash. There's 2 depth options, 19 or 22-inch deep in the recessed oval bowl, and you'll see then the non-recessed oval bowl, so that Newport bowl, and the wave bowl. Those are only going to be available in 22-inch deep. So here's those three standard bowl shapes. You offer the Newport, which is the non-recessed oval. You have the recessed oval with kind of that no drip ring around, and then you have the wave bowl. Our Venetia tops are also kind of another standard top offering because you can't customize them. They are 2.5 inches thick, so very thick top, no backsplash. It's 22-inch deep only, and there's 5 widths for a single bowl only. So that single bowl is only going to be in the center, and there's only one bowl shape. So you've got kind of that a modified wave slash rectangle bowl, if you will. It's got a little bit of a taper to it, but it's a nice signature Venetia bowl there. Again, remember that corner vanity, we have that corner top to fit on that as well. And then anything outside that standard top offering would be considered a custom top. So now we offer widths up to 101 inches. If the custom top is 19 or 22 inches deep, we can still get it with an integral backsplash, so it can still have a molded backsplash. But you can get some different depth options as well if you want a little bit deeper or a little bit narrower. We offer 2 different thickness options, 3/4 thick or 1.25 inch thick. And then I'm going to show you in a little bit how to quote each one of these tops. If you quote using the Bath online ordering system, it's super easy and kind of foolproof way to get an accurate quote. You can price it through the catalog, through the spec book. It's can be a little confusing. You start with the base price as your size, and then you add options for sinks, finished ends, things like that. So custom tops also opens up your bowl choices to 6 options total. So you get the 3 standard options plus 3 more additional. You get the non-recessed rectangle, non-recessed oval, and the recessed rectangle. The non-recessed oval and the Newport bowl, they look similar in shape. Well, I mean, they are the same shape essentially, but the non-recessed oval is much larger. So the Newport is a little bit smaller version of that. For that 1.25 inch thick top, so if you do choose to have a little bit thicker top, you get 2 different edge treatment options. You can choose between a bevel or square edge. And then it goes into custom sills. So custom sills, the purposes here would be for a custom backsplash or a windowsill. These are very common in kind of some of those even crossover to hospitality projects, things like apartment complexes and things where they need windowsills and they need a solid surface product. You could sell those to your customers that way. But within the bathroom, a lot of times they're used for shower jams, custom backsplashes, knee wall ledges. So like if you have a knee wall in your bathroom separating your toilet from the rest of the space, and you can kind of cap that with the same vanity top material. Then we also offer the custom wall panels for showers and tub surrounds. We do not offer the bases at this time, but we do offer the custom wall panels. So you can tell us what size you need, and they will go around a preformed shower base or a tub. And we offer the color matching caulk and everything as well. So those come in any of the Oasis colors. You can get them in the faux granites, the marbles, or the solid white. So that wraps up our Oasis line. Now I'm going to talk just a minute about displaying bath effectively. So you guys have all seen, I'm sure, especially this looks like a home center, right? Home centers or maybe some displays in showrooms that look, kind of like this. Maybe parts or pieces are taken, someone used it as a sample in another part of the showroom. But in this specific case, when a home center has vanities up high and out of customers' reach, how are they supposed to see how those drawer glides function? How are they supposed to see how those soft close or quote soft close hinges work? They're likely up high on a shelf because they don't want consumers opening and closing those drawers hundreds of times a day or multiple times a day because they aren't made very great. So we want our Bertch Bath vanities on display so everyone can see the great quality, and then you can also see a lot in a little amount of space. So we know showroom space is a premium, but this display represents you can show a lot of different creativity within a small amount of space. So they show the vanity, drawer, again with a linen or a wall cabinet, creating kind of that linen space, but just a lot can be shown in one small area. And don't make vanities an afterthought for your customers. So if you are specifically mostly a kitchen dealer, how are they going to know that you also sell Bertch Bath if you don't have any vanities on the showroom floor? So you can put a lot of vanities throughout your showroom. It doesn't have to be a bathroom designated for the vanity. But just make it so if you have those walk-in customers, they don't just walk in and see only kitchens and then walk right out before you get a chance to even have that sale with your customers. Because again, just reminding you how quick close you can do on these bathroom sales. Vanity turnovers can happen very quickly. And even for those homeowners who are going to install it themselves, they're just switching out the vanity and you can get that sale. We have made it really easy to get started with displays. So if you're brand new to Bertch Bath or you're just looking to refresh your displays and you're not sure quite what to order, we have 9 pre-designed displays that are ready to just check a box and order as is, or you can change anything about them. So let's say you really like the display option number 4, but instead of that chipped ice quartz top, you wanted just a white Venetia top. You can do that. If you wanted just a different color or a different size, you can do any of those changes on this form as well. And you'll see display option 1 is kind of that initial starter kit where you've got your selection center tower as well as a vanity with the Venetia top and the mirror and everything like that. So when you are, all set up as a Bertch Bath dealer and you're ready to order, couple things, you can use a fillable PDF order form. Once I show you the Bath online ordering portal, you're going to want to use that. But if you are ordering via either one of those methods, you're going to have shipping options to choose from. So looking at those shipping options, you do have the first one listed is Elite Customer Order or ECO. That is a minimum shipping charge. So it's a $440 list charge if you order anything less than 6 pieces or $4,600 list. That's just a way when you're ordering, a one-piece vanity, we do have kind of that minimum shipping charge. Even like Target and Amazon sometimes have those shipping minimums where they're not going to ship your order without a certain quantity. If you order one vanity though, you can gang it with another order. So you can hold until my 6 pieces are met, or you can ship it with another BCM even from a different division. So if you have a kitchen going through and you're like, oh, I got this vanity sale, can I tag that along with my kitchen? Yes. So we can tag any vanities along with a kitchen for no shipping charge. So you have a couple different options there to release that minimum. And actually right now, through the end of the year, we have a promo, so no one is getting charged that ECO. That has been waived for every dealer. I just needed to cover those options as well. But through the end of the year, you do have that waived right now as a promotion. And with that, now I'm going to switch gears and go through the Bath Online Ordering program. So I'm going to get the Bertch website up here first. So this is Bertch.com. Any consumer can go here. This is where they can find you as a showroom. So if they're Googling American-made cabinets, they stumble upon Bertch Bath, and then they find you as a showroom. They're going to contact you and want to see what you have to offer. Just something quick I want to show you before I jump over to online ordering is if you are in the bath vanity styles, and you click on the vanity styles, You're going to see all the door styles available. So again, consumers can be looking at the door styles and finishes available before they even come into your showroom. But if we click on any of these, we'll just go ahead and click on Edgewood. And you'll see the actual door style come up. If you scroll down or if you click on woods and finish options, you're going to see another image of the door style down here and then all the species it's available in. So the great thing about the website here is you can select any of these wood species and finish combinations, and your door style over here is going to change to that finish. So it allows you to kind of get the idea of what your vanity is going to look like or for your customer before they, before you order them a sample, or let's say you didn't have a sample of something in your showroom, and they really wanted to see, well, hey, what does cherry look like with that bistro? Well, you can kind of click on those two finishes together and see what that would look like, or cherry driftwood, and it's going to change what that door style over here looks like. It's another great way as designers for you guys to create storyboards for your customers. You can pull over the exact door style in the finish that they're choosing, and create that storyboard for your customer. So that is a nice feature about, again, just the Bertch.com website. And that was under, the products, if you're just looking for the vanity styles. So hopefully you knew that about the website, but if you didn't, it's again a great sales tool and a great feature for you guys as designers to use. All right, with that, we are gonna show you, this is just an inspiration photo. This is gonna be our mock vanity setup that we order through the Bath Online Ordering. It's gonna be the nice Alden Cobalt double vanity. There's a couple framed mirrors in there, and there's an Oasis top. So if you go through the Bertch website, the 4 pros and the dealer login, that's going to pull open your dealer login for Infonet. Bertch Infonet, once you log in, you're going to have a couple places where you can check to order Bath Online Ordering. From the home screen, you can just scroll down right here, and it's Bath Online Ordering. We've got a little hot button here that you can click. Or you can go over here to the left-hand side, the drop down for the bath, and then you can go to online ordering here. It's the second option down. So either one of those works, and you click on that, it's going to open a new window, and you are ready to get started. So once you type in, if this is just a quote, if you want to type in your customer's name, or if you already have a PO, if you're going to order it, type in whatever you need. And then order/quote. Then you're going to have the option, you're going to see these different tabs at the top. You're going to see bases, wall cabinets, mirrors, cabinet accessories, marketing. We're going to start with our vanity. So we're going to start in the base cabinet section, vanities and bases. And then you're going to be able to select what door style, and then material and finish. So it's most commonly missed when you first start out using this software. You select a door style, but you forget to click on these tabs here. So we're going to first select our door style. It was the Alden door style, then the material tab, and it was painted. So we're going to choose that painted wood species, and then cobalt for our finish. Over here, you're going to see the door style can be locked, or these lock features over here. If you had multiple cabinets in the same finish, the same door style, everything is going to be the same. There's 6 cabinets in your bathroom. You can lock all of these fields, and then it's going to skip this step. They're already going to be filled out for you. So it kind of speeds up the process as you're quoting or ordering. It's a great feature that was added, but you do not have to use it if you don't need to. Like I only have the vanity in the Alden, so I don't need to use that lock feature this time. Now I can go ahead and click continue, and I'm ready to order or to quote my vanity. You can type in a job name here if you want, or you can leave that blank. You can use this catalog filter here if you happen to know the nomenclature. So before I use one of these filters, I'll show you just how many catalog items are in here. If I just go to the drop down there is several different vanities. So it's showing me every vanity that's available. I need to, if I'm familiar with the nomenclature, I've looked it up before, I can search by that and I can filter out some of those choices. Now you're going to see only the VTR models. But if I don't have the nomenclature, I can also use this filter by group. And this is going to be more of a description of the cabinet. So our description that best fits it is the vanity 3-drawer middle drawer, because it's a double vanity and it's got those 3 drawers in the middle. And now you're going to see a much more limited selection. So you're going to see only those double vanities essentially. And what we have is a VTM 60T. So that T again represents the tall height. So if I ordered this one, this would be a 31-inch high cabinet. This one is going to be a 31-inch high by 18 deep. This is going to be 18 deep, but 34.5 inches tall because it's got that T. And this one's going to be 21 inches deep, so standard depth and tall height, that 34.5 inches. So that's what those different nomenclatures mean. The VTM 60T, the only spec obviously is premium for all of our cabinets. We can do our finishing in either matte or semi-gloss. So we're going to choose matte. The default is going to be set as no drill. So that's going to be for your hardware placement. In this instance, since I already know that my customer's locked into the hardware, we're going to pretend these are going to be all knobs and these are going to be knobs as well. I'm going to choose to node or to drill. So now Bertch is going to drill for the hardware placement, and I'm going to change the hardware to champagne bronze. If I wanted any of those cabinet accessories, those are going to be as I scroll down here. So I do want the paneled end. That's going to be that furniture end. And I want to do the paneled end on both sides. And then if I wanted to add any other accessories, so if we wanted to add the undersink pullout, that's that U-shaped plumbing drawer, I'm going to do a quantity of 1. And then the next drop down is which side do you want to put it in, and I'm going to put it in just the left side. And then if I wanted anything else, I would choose that here, or I can recalculate. Recalculating is a way for it to add in all those accessories to the price. And it also gives you any alerts. So this modification alert is telling me, hey, you have an undersink pullout in that left side. You can't put any other accessories in there. All I need to do is click OK. If I did have something else selected, it wouldn't let me move on to the next step. It would say, you can't do that. This is also where you could do your toe kick, your wood leg options. So your leg option here, you would drop that down and choose different wood legs if you wanted to. So once I've recalculated, I can now add this item to my cart and my vanity is in there. So the next thing I'm going to order is my custom framed mirrors. I'm going to go to mirrors and I'm going to go to framed. And here the framed mirror is actually different. It's going to be the Harper framed mirror. So I'm going to scroll down until I see Harper. Again, I need to click on material, which is Bertch, and finish is going to be natural. I'm going to click continue. Again, here I can use those catalog filters if I need to, but I don't. There's not as many mirrors to select from, and I'm actually going to do a custom framed mirror for you guys. We're going to change the sheen to matte as well. And then you'll see the mins and maxes that you can do. And I'm just going to go ahead and do 20 by 20. We'll just do a square one. And I'm recalculating. And since I have 2 mirrors, I can just change this quantity down here to 2. And I can add those to my cart. So vanity and mirrors are done. Now I'm going to go through the top options. But before I do that, if I was to do a custom top, I need to know where my sink centers are, correct? So I forgot to show you guys something. I'm going to just go to View Cart, and I'm going to click back on my vanity up here to edit this. So right here, when I see my vanity over here, there's a product spec tab and a product description tab. If I click on that product description tab, you're going to see, oh, a PDF drawing is available. So if I click to download that, it's going to download a nice sheet for me with the top view, the front view, and the side view of the cabinet. This is a great sheet to print out, keep with your customer file, give it to the installer if you'd like. It reflects the actual overlay style, so you'll see I have the Alden inset, so it's showing me the inset door style reveals here. But if I zoom in on this, it's going to be a great resource for my custom top. So it's going to allow me to find my sink centers along with, you know, what my overhang needs to be, but it's going to have those dimensions on there for me. So this is a great thing that, like you saw, I even forgot to do it when I was in this cabinet, but I can always go back to it. And that's another great feature about the Bath online ordering system is everything saves automatically. So let's say I just had a customer walk in the door and I had to stop what I was doing here. It's going to time out after a certain amount of time. So it's going to just go back to the home screen. If I wanted to get back to that, all I would need to do is do my quotes tab up here at the top. And you're going to see, oh, training right here. And then I can just go back and edit that. So that is a very nice feature about the Bath online ordering system is it can save everything automatically where you don't have to worry about losing your work that you did. So I've got my vanity and my framed mirrors. I need to add more items now. I'm going to add a standard top for you guys, and I'm going to also go through a custom top. So up here on these tabs, I'm going to be in vanity tops, and I'm going to do a standard top to start with. So we're going to click standard top. It is a solid color, so I'm going to choose the material and then the color first, and then I'm going to click continue. I now have select sizes that I can drop down for because this is a standard top. So remember, there's not unlimited amount of sizes that I can choose from. I have a 60-inch vanity, so really there's only one option for me to choose. It's the 61-inch. Bowl type, I'm going to have a double Newport bowl. And then the standard gloss or matte, I can also choose the sheen for my vanity top. And the drill here for the vanity top would be for your faucet. So my faucets are both going to be single drill, single hole. You'll see there's also a two-tone bowl color option. If you had a faux granite and you wanted the sink to look like a white undermount sink, you would do the two-tone bowl option here. But since I have a white top, I do not need to select anything here. If I select white here, I will get charged for a two-tone bowl where I really don't need to. So I can just leave that blank. And it already recalculated my price for me. So I can just now add that to my cart. And my vanity top is in there. Now I'm going to walk through and click on vanity tops again and walk through a custom top to just show you how easy it is to quote those custom tops. And like I mentioned earlier, it's kind of a foolproof way to make sure you're quoting it correctly. So we're going to be doing custom top. It's going to be solid color white again. And then you will see you can type in what we need it to be. So the width, I'm going to go ahead and do an inch overhang on each side. So I had a 60-inch vanity. And the depth, I'm going to stick with 22. The finish, I'm going to do the standard gloss finish. The bowl type, so here's where I have multiple bowls to choose from now, and I'm going to choose the Newport still. And the thickness, I'm going to go with that 3/4 standard thickness. If I have exposed left or right sides, this is where I would select those. So both of mine are going to need to be finished. And then if I wanted the integral backsplash, I would select that here. But I'm going to ship it, or I'm going to do no backsplash. So just leave that unchecked. The bowl placement, here is where you would select that it's a double bowl. So once I select that it's a double bowl, you're going to see two more fields pop in, a distance from left and a distance from right. So this is where that nice spec sheet will come into play. I'm going to click on this again and show you guys where I found my sink center. Okay, so the center of this 24-inch section, and then plus my overhang. So I will need that 13 and 3.375 is my distance. If you guys clicked on that product spec sheet and nothing was coming up, it is considered like a pop-up. So make sure that your pop-up blocker is not blocking anything from this site. You're going to have to allow it. So some cases we get calls and say, hey, I clicked on the product spec sheet, but nothing's showing up. That's because your pop-up blocker is probably on. As I scroll down, then I will see my next option is drill. So the drill is again for the faucet drill. That's going to be my single. And then two-tone bowl option again. Any other options here? So these options are angles, cutbacks, radiuses. If I had a truly custom top where it's going to, angle back into the wall, I could just do a quantity here of 1. I'm going to have 1 angle. And then as soon as I click off of that, it's going to make me upload a drawing. This is so dealer services can look at the drawings and then create a template for Oasis to make that actual custom top. So it's going to allow you to upload any, a PDF. It can be a hand-drawn and scanned in image. It can be any kind of file that has all the dimensions and drawings that you need. So I'm just going to change that back to 0 and that'll go away. If you had any other comments you wanted to add, and now I can recalculate. And this is recalculating my custom top with all my options, and I know that it's going to be the correct price. Now I can add that to my cart. So again here, if you are done with the quote process, you can view your quote. You can print this out so you can see a nice view of what that quote is. So you can see your total, but it does have both of my tops on there. So if I want to just walk away and my customer is going to call me back, that's fine. And then they call me back and say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and go with the custom top. We can just go back in here to our quote and we can delete that standard Oasis top. So we can delete line 3, yes. So now we're left with the vanity, the 2 framed mirrors, and the custom top. If I am ready to go ahead and order now, I can proceed to checkout. You're going to see all of your customer information up here, your dealer information. If this email address is you, that's a good thing. If it's not, someone else is going to get the emails notifying them that this bath order has been placed. So make sure that is you, that's you're logging into InfoNet. The shipping options you'll see here is there is no minimum. That has gone away right now, but this would be customer pickup, CPU. SCB is Bertch Trucks, so that's our Supreme Cabinetry Brands is what that stands for. And then UPS would be UPS. So if you're ordering some samples or literature, you could ship those UPS through online ordering. All right, so if we're using our trucks, then we keep going down here and make sure the shipping address is correct. If you guys have multiple locations or you have a showroom and a warehouse location, that's going to be listed in the drop down here. So make sure you are clicking on the correct one. And then you can also ship to a job site. So if you want to ship to the customer's home, you can select that and it's going to prompt you to fill out the job site delivery form. This is making sure that all the check boxes are met for that truck. Remember, it's a semi-truck and trailer, so they need to have proper clearances and accessibility to get in and out of that property. So I'm going to click back on that shipping address. Now you have one last look at all of your items here. You can change the quantities. If I had forgotten to put 2 mirrors in, I could change my quantity there. If you want to add a job name at this time, you can. This is where I always tell customers or dealers, it's a great thing if you're ordering like a whole home for a customer on the same order. Let's say you're ordering 3 different bathrooms. You can, instead of using this as the job name, the same thing for everything, you can use it more as like a room name. So think you could have this one say master. This one is going to be like half bath. And then this one's going to be Jack and Jill. So this is an indicator for those installers or whoever is unloading the truck. They can move those boxes in the correct room along with um, all the correct things. So they're not just unloading everything into the house. They can see this on the box tag. Will have the job name listed there as well. So you can kind of use that as a room name in cases where you're ordering a whole home or multiple bathrooms for the same home. You can also change your dealer PO at this time. So if you actually use purchase order numbers, or if you're just going to switch it from, this quote name that you named it to an actual order, you can change that at this time and click submit. Once you click submit, you're going to get an automatic notification on this screen saying, hey, we got your order. Here's your order number. You're also going to get an automatic email to that email address that's listed. And that's just going to say, hey, we got the order, it went through properly. You're going to get a second email from Dealer Services in 24 to 48 business hours, and that's going to tell you the shipping date. So that second email is actually from customer service, and they're going to say, hey, we got this order, it's checked in, and it's meeting this shipping date. So that second email is where you're going to find that. If you had any questions on the order, any changes, likely there's going to be a small window of time where you could do something if your customer said, oh wait, can I switch my hardware quick? Yes, we can do that. But a lot of times there's not much room for wiggle room or changes because of the quick turnaround on our lead times. So that is Bath Online Ordering. If you ordered this and you need to go back and look at it, you can go through and click on your orders and see all of your recent orders. Or you can go back and do your quotes again. So a great foolproof way to quote and use this software as a tool. A lot of times we tell people you can use this as kind of a business qualifier. So if you have those customers who are walking in and just asking you prices of everything and you kind of want to quickly qualify them so you're not wasting your time, I would highly recommend using Bath Online Ordering and just kind of giving them some prices along as you go. This is a quick and easy way to do that from the showroom. So now we'll go back to the presentation and kind of do a little recap. So recapping, Bath at Bertch is basically, it's our core. It's where the business started in 1977. We started in the bath segment with 2 door styles and 2 finishes. But when it comes to Bertch Bath, it's an exceptional product line with so much to offer. There are times where it might make sense to switch over to Kitchen Plus if you need a really custom look or a custom color, but Bertch Bath is a remarkable opportunity for all of you guys. So before I open it up to questions, I just want to take one more second to say thank you guys for joining us today, and I really hope you enjoyed learning all about Bertch Bath. And if you have any questions, please contact Bath Dealer Services.